The first thing we learned about was how to share our ideas through blogging. We learned about this a little bit last semester with our Weebly sites, but this semester we used Blogspot and really jumped in. Here's Kitri's blog.
I really felt like this was the first time I got comfortable sharing my ideas over this World Wide Web. At first, it felt really uncomfortable to just put my ideas out there knowing that they could be seen by everyone. But as I continued to do it, I definitely found I got more comfortable with it. One of the most exciting things that I did, along with finding different ideas throughout the semester to talk about each week, was being able to learn how to connect other things to my blog. For example, my Learnist board, about me, and even to embed things within my blog. Oh.
Hey look, there's my blog.
No way! Oh yeah! I connected just so I could keep in touch with all you guys also. Let's go check yours out.
Here's my blog. I didn't add all those cool things like Kitri did, but I had spent time blogging each week and sharing my ideas and some of the things that I was doing in my classroom. Here I have a Twitter feed so I can see what all my classmates at USD are posting about on Twitter.
I really enjoyed looking at your blog every week to see the different things you had been trying in your classroom, as well as all the new things you were discovering.
One of my favorite parts of blogging was getting comments from my classmates and sharing ideas about what they thought and reflecting about what I had written about.
I completely agree. It definitely sparked some new ideas for me when I would read each of your blogs.
The second thing we started learning about was Twitter.
Yes, Twitter.
Let's check out Kitri's, which I can see from right here.
Ah, there I am. Twitter was something that was a very, very new tool for me, and I'm still feeling like I'm getting to know it. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. I have really started to like how quick and easy it is to share ideas and check out other people's ideas, even when I just have a couple minutes here and there. How have you been using Twitter, Callie?
I've been going on Twitter and seeing the things that you've been sharing and our other classmates have been sharing, but I've also liked to see what other educators and people in our field share about their teaching.
I agree. I think it's a great way to stay connected. And, oops, there's my blog again. So there was one part of Twitter that we actually saw earlier. Tori shared some really great things from Pinterest with me, and we were also able, through the hashtag of USDEDU, to see what all of our other classmates in this class were doing on a daily basis.
There it is.
Oh yeah, Tori's ideas from Pinterest.
Pinterest is one of the other tools that I've really enjoyed using. Let's check out my Pinterest page. This is where I keep boards about all the different things that I like to archive from my classroom. I have boards for math, language arts, social studies and science, and one for my classroom and assessment. I look up things that other educators are sharing on their boards and I can add them to mine so I remember to use them.
What a great way to organize your ideas.
Let's check out my language arts board.
Cool. Ooh, what's that? Show, not tell.
Oh, this was a great chart that I used for a language arts lesson.
That's something I could definitely use in my classroom.
Well, let me share it with you.
Perfect. Now I'll have access to it whenever I need it. Oh, it's just K Doherty.
Whoops.
1661. Let's also hashtag USDEDU so all of our other classmates can see it also.
Good idea. This is such a great way to share ideas.
Tweet!
I'll show you some of my other boards while we're here.
Perfect.
I always find really good classroom management ideas on Pinterest. This is one of my favorite things to find. I have job interview tips, little problem, big problem, which I know you love.
I love that.
This is something I feel like you're always having to draw pictures as an elementary school teacher, so I love helpful tools that show me how to draw little animals.
It would also be great for directed drawing lessons for younger grades.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
That's a fingerprint where kids write down things that make them individuals. And they do it in the shape of their fingerprint.
That's so cool. It almost reminds me of a homemade Tagzito, which we'll check out later.
Yeah.
So the way I've been organizing my ideas is through a tool called Learnist. Remember when we got to meet Farb through Google Hangout?
That was so cool.
That was one of my favorite classes. It's so amazing how we, from so far away, could connect and actually feel like we were talking with him. It really intrigued me, and I got to know this tool, and I loved how visual as well as informative it was. One of my favorite boards that I've just started is Explore the Solar System. I'm starting a solar system unit next week, and it's been a great way to help me organize my ideas and thoughts about some activities I might do in the classroom.
This is so cool.
Some of the things I've compiled include the Time article that you shared with me, as well as other ideas from the NASA website and different diagrams, lesson plans that other teachers have used. All different ideas, and they're all in one organized place, which makes it really easy to access. I've also created boards on other topics that are really interesting to me. For example, character education and children's literature are two things I'm really passionate about, and I've been able to create boards on both of those, so whenever I find things, I can just add them right there, and all my ideas are in one place.
Wow, maybe I should start using Learnist more.
It's a really great tool, and I've really enjoyed using it. It's also definitely helped me really make a stake as a resident here on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
What's the next thing we should check out?
Well, one of the other ways I've been using these technology tools is to store information for myself. I use Scoopit to compile research for my own action research project that we've been working on. We had to do a big literature review and find lots of articles about our topics. My topic is about collaborative learning, so I use Scoopit to track all of these articles about collaborative learning into one place.
Wow.
It's really easy to use because you can just click your Scoopit button on the top of your screen and it saves the articles for you.
That's great. What a great tool. I might have to use that. Let's check out some ways we've used technology in our classrooms this semester.
Yeah. One of my favorite ways to use the technologies that Jeff taught us is EdCanvas. I used EdCanvas to help me with my curriculum project, but I've also used it in my classroom to help teach my students persuasive writing.
We're going to be starting persuasive writing. That'll be a great tool for me to check out.
Well, I posted it on Twitter.
Perfect. Another tool that I've used... Oh, did you want to show more?
Nope, that's good. Well, another good thing about EdCanvas is you can see other people's canvases that they've made because you might want to just use theirs to show in your classroom.
That is a great resource to have. One of my favorite tools that I've used within my classroom is Tagzito. It really creates a visual representation of a brainstorm or document of words that the kids have created. We used it for our Africa project. Should we make one? All right. some reason it's being a little slow. Maybe we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Just real quick while Tagxedo's loading, Poplet's something I've used in the classroom with the kids. They have 5 iPads they can use. So I've had them use this for math scavenger hunt, which I blogged about. I've also used it for my own learning. Again, a great visual graphic organizer for information. Let's go back to Tagxedo and see if it's ready. There it is. So all you have to do is go to load and then put in a web page.
I'm going to use our class's blog spot.
Perfect. All you have to do, hit submit. And it'll create a Tagxedo. The other cool thing about Tagxedo is you can change the color and even the shape that the words create.
And Tagxedo makes the words that are used most frequently the biggest. So you get the big idea of whatever the writing is that you decided to share.
Well, that was a fun tour of our personal learning networks that we've cultivated. Let's head back.